Hello and welcome back to my channel. And today I would like to do two things here. First one is to fulfill the solo challenge of this month, that is play a minimalist game. The second one is to introduce to you a game that I like a lot called Infaernum. So Infaernum is a Brazilian game and I have played already here in my channel several times. But I didn't have the English version of it. It was released this year, if I'm not wrong, in English, and now I had the opportunity to take this game. So one can see the design of this game and think it is a MÖRK BORG hack or something like that. But actually the only thing that is similar to MÖRK BORG is the art and design of the book. The mechanics are totally different, and the game itself is also different. Setting of this game is the end of the world, the doomsday. Basically, we have 7 days to follow a prophecy that, if it's true, might help the humanity or save the world or something like that. There's no specific setting actually. Although the tables and some stuff are more medieval fantasy inspired, such as Diablo, you can play it in any setting, so it's very easy to adapt it. Actually, there's no effort to adapt it, just minor tweaks there, and then everything is fine. But I will just run through this book very briefly, and then I will create my character for our session today. And yeah, so here we have the verse, 4 verses that explain the prophecy. That's something that is going to happen. The last bastion will fall, so in order to save the humanity, something must be done, and so on. So we basically have 7 days to have our game. We don't have more time. Of course, one can interpret these 7 days as 7 months, 7 years, 7 seasons, whatever. So it's up to the GM, or if you are playing it solo, it's up to you to decide what it means. And in order to create our character, we just need to roll some dice. And this game only uses 6s. Basically, there are 3 rules here in the game. We roll 1d6 if we want to answer a question, like the oracle, yes and no. We roll 2d6s if we want to have some ideas and a verb and a noun. And we roll 3d6 to resolve an action that we perform. Basically that, it's the check, how to check our skills and so on. We just roll 3d6. We will see it in action very briefly. So in order to roll my character, the first thing that is we need to answer is the who are you? But before moving forward with this book, I would like to tell you guys that if you get the PDF version and in the Mind's Vision website, you also get a way better version, not way better in terms of art design, but way better to read, that this is this version here. This version is way better, and I can read. It's the same content, same tables, everything is here, but as one can see, it's way better to read. So usually I don't use that version. I use my printed version that I have here. And yeah, that's way better. So if you are like me, that has some difficulties on reading these tables, just go here, just use the other PDF, because yeah, it's better to read. Nevertheless, let's go back to this. I'm going to roll 3d6 here to see who I am. And I rolled 13, and 13 says the one-sided justice. And it's open to me to decide what it means. Maybe the ruler of this land is a very tough man, and he always see his interests, and maybe I work to this man, for him actually, and I am this guy, the one-sided justice. I don't care if it's wrong, it's fair or not. I just do my job. And I think I am this kind of guy. So I will just copy here, and actually I think it's easier if I just copy from here. Yeah, it is. And I will paste this in my character sheet. And I will show you now my character sheet. This is the character sheet, and I already have some tables also that's going to help me here. But I am the one-sided justice. This is who I am. Now I need to roll what I am better. It's basically my fortune. And in order to do that, I could go back to the fancy art design and can roll once again 3d6. However, one thing that I forgot, we are allowed to spend 6 points in alteration. What does it mean? I rolled a 13. So if I wish, I could add 6 points, or add 2 points, or subtract 3 points. So I have 6 points that I can add or subtract from the number. And I have this during my character creation. So just going back very briefly, I got the one-sided justice. But let's say that I would prefer, for some reason, a monster, number 12. So I can just spend 1 alteration point and I would have 5, and then I would become this instead of this. The same would apply for if I decide to add 2 points, for instance. So 13 it would become 15, and then I would be someone who sees what others do not please. So you can play with it with 6 points in total. And we have some tables that we need to roll. We roll to decide who we are, the fortune, the misfortune, the blessing, and the equipment. So everything is rolled here randomly. Although, of course, you can choose, but everyone, I think most people who play solo prefers to generate their character randomly. So now I need to roll what are you better than most people. So in this case, it is my fortune. Once again, I need to roll 3d6s. 16. So lying, bluffing, distorting facts in your favor. Yeah, I don't think we have good character here in this game. So I think I'm okay with it. So I will get this, and once again, copy in my character sheet. Let me show you. So this is actually my fortune. So lie, love, and distort the factor in your favor. Now I need to roll what I am worse than most people at. So I would need to roll once again 3d6s, and let's see what it is. What is it? And 7. Hiding myself. So I'm not good at hiding. Maybe I am a big guy. Maybe I'm slow. So I'm not good at hiding. So once again, let me just add this to my character sheet. This is number 7. So hiding yourself. Let me put this here. Hiding yourself. And now I need to roll my equipment. What do I carry? What equipment do I carry? And once again, 3d6s. And now I rolled a 15. And 15, a bestiary with some pages missing, a stole, and a rosary. Not sure if it fits with my character, so now I could maybe spend some points. Let's see, if I go down, a map from somewhere, and a compass, and a bottle of wine. It could be something like this. So if I go to 13, a key ring with many keys. Not sure about it. I think I will spend 1 alteration point. So instead of 6, I would go to 5, and then I will get this. And regarding the alteration point, we are allowed to use it as soon as you roll the dice. So just after you roll the dice. So if now I decide to go back, for instance, to my fortune, I am not allowed to do it. So I should roll and decide, am I going to use my alteration point or not? So at this moment, I'm going to from 15 to 14, and I'm going to get this map and compass because I already have an idea. So a map from somewhere, I think from the region, and I have the equipment. It's called junk here. Now I roll for my blessing. And this is kind of magical power or something like that. It's basically might be a weapon or a relic or artifact. And this is actually the most powerful thing that you have. So let's roll 3d6. And I still have 5 alteration points. So I rolled 10. And it is a sword that sniffs out blood. This is already really cool, right? But let me see if I go down. Pet possessed by a fallen one. The fallen ones are creatures that appears in the land due to the doomsday, and it's up to us, of course, to decide that. Most of the time, I imagine like infernal creatures. And of course, you have several sizes and strength levels, threat levels, or whatever you would like to call it. And in these 9, I would have like a fallen one with me. If I go even down, I could go up to 5, right? So I could have a hammer, I could have a dagger, cross, flail, bat sword. I could have a bow that creates necrotic arrows. It's cool. A mirror, a whip, a small crystal ball, and a scepter. I like the bow, but I also like the flail. Yeah, I think I will get the flail. So once again, I'm going to change to the easier version to read, and I will get the flail. And what happens with my remaining alteration points, you might ask? I lose them. Just that. So let's just review my character sheet. So I'm the one-sided justice. I'm good at lying, bluffing, distorting facts in my favor. I'm bad in fighting myself. I have a flail whose strikes explode in flames. So this is really cool. And it's up to me, once again, to decide who exactly I am and how I should interpret this. So I can roll actually in some inspirational tables that we have in the game to help us. And I might do it, but for now, let me just see if I'm not forgetting anything. So here they say about the alteration rule, if I'm not wrong. Yes, you have these alteration moves actually, where you can move, and I already explained this. There's the option of the zero handedness. I don't like it. And then there are the rules. And the rules are really simple. You roll 1d6 to answer questions. So it is, if it is 4, 5, 6, it is a yes. If it is 1, 2, 3, it is a no. However, if you see that the likelihood is toward yes, you add +1. Otherwise, you subtract 1 point from the roll. That's it. This is the oracle. Then the second rule of the game, or the second roll. You roll 2d6 when you need to have ideas. So you have this verb table, and you also have a noun table. And you combine these two words as you wish, and once again fits it in the context. So it's exactly as we do in several solo games. We also have the third rule, and this is to the main mechanic of the game. If you want to do something, you roll 3d6s. If one die is a 1, it means that we have a doom, and I will explain this. What is a doom? Now, if we roll 2 or 3, we have a neutral event. Something neutral happens. If I roll a 4 or 5, a deed. And if I roll 6, a miracle. And let's just an example. Let's say that I'm trying to do something. I roll 3d6s, and then in this case, I have 2 deeds and 1 neutral event. It's up to me to define, of course, depending on the action, what the deed is, what the deeds are in this case, because I have 2, and what is the neutral event. Someone might appear in the scene and so on. But if I roll a miracle, actually, I can use my blessing. So I do have this flail now, but it's just a common flail. But if I roll a 6 while I'm using it, I can trigger the flames that explodes. And if I'm rolling 1, as I said, I have a doom, and a doom is a bad thing that happens. So if it is in a combat situation, it might be the case that I get a wound. If it is when I try to jump, maybe I lost an item or something like this in my backpack while I was jumping. So, but if I'm doing something that I'm good at, every miracle, every 6, they cancel. Every 6 cancel a 1. But if I'm doing something that I'm really bad at, such as hiding myself, and I roll a 1 and a 6, the doom cancels the miracle. So this is the tricky part. So we need to play with it, but yeah, let me say that I roll these numbers here. No ones. Okay. So let me see if I can roll a 1. I can't. 6, 6, 2. Okay, but I think you got the idea, right? Okay, this is great. This is a great. So I have a 6, a 1, and a 3, right? So if it is a fortune, something that I'm good at, the 6 is going to cancel the 1. But if it is to hide myself, the 1 will cancel the 6. Yeah? So really easy. The other dice, in this case, it was a 3, right? So it means that the neutral event or something just neutral that does not affect the scene so much. What happens if I roll a 6, 6, 6. You might ask. We die. That's it. We just need to die. Something happens in the scene and we are dead. There's nothing else that we can do. And this is, yeah, amazing. Because one can die at the beginning, the first scene, in the first day. So these are the rules. And here he explains a little bit, because as you might see, we have torments, we have dooms, we have curse. But actually, every time that we roll a doom, we should mark here these boxes. Sorry, I was not showing yet. So every time that I roll a doom, I should mark these boxes. Now, so if I get this full, one of the horsemen will appear and will apply a curse to my character. Because every day, a horseman, one of the horsemen, will appear in the land and will bring something to the land. I will show you guys what it means. So I already said about the dooms, indeed, and here we have some examples how to apply these things here in the game. But I will just move forward a little bit, otherwise I think that this video is going to be too long, that I will not be able to play too much, or I will need to play it afterwards. So let's just move here, and I already have the character created. So I will not have a curse now. I just now need to roll actually omen. And now omens can be used to reduce a doom. So I can spend these to reduce a doom, or I can spend them to reroll. If I'm not wrong, I roll this every day. Yes, I do roll this every day. But one thing that actually Omen can be used to also is, if you roll a 666, that means that you would be dead. You can spend 3 omens to turn these into a huge miracle. So you can change the scene. So you would be dead with this result. Actually, you spend 3 omens and then something miraculous happen in the scene. So it's really great when it happens. But in order to have this, you need to make sure that you have 3 omens available. And sometimes it's really hard to save them for this moment. So I will roll now 1d6, and let's see, I rolled a 5, and a 5 means that I have 6 omens that I can burn today. Great. So I will put this here, and now I need to move to the day 1, because now in this part of the book it starts explaining what happened. Basically, the doomsday. There is a prophecy that says that something would happen, and that would indicate that the end of the world is coming. And every day we need to read parts of this prophecy and try to fit in the context of our setting, of our game. I already saw people playing it like superheroes. I already saw people playing this as alien invasion. I personally like to play this like Diablo or something like that. I always imagine this. So I will just move to the day 1 now. And the first thing that I need to define, and as you can see, I'm still changing pages because it explains how to play solo, how to play co-op. We need to define the fallen ones, how they look like, how they are, and so on. So what is the last bastion of the humanity that fell? It might be an empire. And actually, for me, I think that it is the reign the empire actually that I was part of. I used to work to the emperor, king, baron, lord, whatever. I do not know. I don't want to define the title. But something bad happens. And then the question actually is here, and let me just change this in order that you can read also. What was the last bastion of the humanity? What was the last bastion of humanity like? So I could say it was like empire, like a city, a huge city, a very rich city, that the king was there. What are the fallen ones like, and what can they do? I see them as like demonic creatures, and I think there are a variety of them actually. I think that we have the one type that can fly, like gargoyles, and maybe some others that are like imps, maybe other creatures such as like goblins or something like that, but with dark red skin and yellow eyes. And I think that there are also big ones, big creatures, big demonic creatures, and they just appear in the land, attacking. We couldn't do anything. We couldn't react. It was so fast, and it happened during the night. So everyone was caught by surprise. Where are you? This is the question. I think I am in maybe not in the castle, but maybe in a garrison. Yes, I think I am in a garrison. And I was sleeping when I hear the screams and so on. So where are you going to? For the day one, I think that I need to understand what's happening. So I think that wake with these noises, people screaming, strange noises, maybe even some thunders, maybe, and I'm confused. I cannot understand what's happening. So the first thing that I will try to do, of course, is to get my stuff and be prepared, because I believe that someone is attacking us, but it is impossible. Yeah, huge city, fortified city. Who could do it? We don't have enemies that are able to face us. We are so powerful. Who are these guys? So I just go outside, and then I see these creatures coming from the sky, getting my soldiers and then flying up there and just release them from the height, and then they just fell and die with the impact. And I saw that I just get my flail, and I'm just prepared, but I need to go somewhere, and maybe I remember about some kind of prophecy. I think, as I'm not sure, I'm going to ask the oracle. Have I heard about the prophecy? Yes, I did, and I rolled a 4. So I heard about this, and I think, oh, it is happening. Maybe I know. Yes, I remember that few days ago there was this priest, a mad priest, yelling in the streets, saying that the end of the world is coming, and so on, and people were afraid of it. And I just arrested this guy, and this guy might be in a dungeon. Actually, under the garrison, actually, I think we have the prison there. So I just need to go there. I need to talk to this guy. Yeah, I think it makes sense. So I just go back inside and I try to walk my way through to this prison. Am I able to go to the cell where the priest med is without having any problem? And I think the likelihood is really low, so it's going to be 1d6 minus 1. And I rolled a 3. Minus 1 is 2, so the answer is no. Unfortunately, I do have some kind of trouble, so I will roll a verb and a noun and see what trouble it could be. So I have a 4 and a 6, so 4 and 6 is control, and a noun is 5 and 1, control beast. Ooh, okay, I see it. So what I think happens is when I'm going to in my way to the prison, to the cells, I see that we have dogs in the garrison. So I think I am in an open area in the garrison, and in my and then the dogs actually, they are possessed. They are now controlled by these fallen ones. As we also saw that it could be a possibility when we created a character that we could have like a pet possessed by a fallen one. I think they took control of the dogs that we have. And the dogs are attacking the soldiers and so on. And I think they are coming to me also. So I just prepare myself to defend myself. I don't care about these dogs actually. So I just need to go and find this mad priest. I need to talk to him. Maybe he knows how to banish these triggers. So I just get my flail. But I see these dogs coming into my direction. And what I'm going to try to do is defend myself. So I will roll 3d6s. And let's see what happens. Okay, I have a 1, a 1. One thing that I didn't mention is about torments. What happens is, when we have a doom, it's something bad that happens. And in this situation that we are facing these dogs, war dogs, a doom could be damage, a torment. Maybe I would say that they bite my arm. Maybe I am with my flail and I try to hit one of them with it. But unfortunately, I'm not able to it because they are so fast and I wasn't expecting it, that I just had time to put my left arm to defend myself, and one of them just bite my arm really strong. The other one gets my ankle. So I will add one torment. That is left arm wounded. So if I try to use my left arm, actually it might be a little bit complicated. So, and I need also to mark here 2 squares because I rolled 2 once. I could actually spend an omen, change this, but as I already decided everything, I will not do it. So what happened now is, dogs are on me, but I also rolled a 2, and a 2 is a neutral event. So a neutral event could be anything. So maybe I could say that as I am there fighting the dogs, I think there is an explosion. somewhere. I just hear noise, something exploding. I have no clue what it is. Something fell from the sky, and that explosion close to a wall, and I can see the soldiers are wounded also there. So it's crazy situation now. But I still need to handle these dogs. So I will try once again I will try to get rid of this dog. Maybe someone else can help me. Maybe, as I said, I am maybe a leader here, maybe the captain of the garrison, but I am the right hand, maybe, of not the right hand, but I am someone important here for these guys. So would one of them, or maybe a few of them, try to help me as they see me being attacked by this dog? And I think this is likely. So it's going to be 1d6 plus 1. And I roll a 4 plus 1, 5. So I think few guards, they approach me also, and they try to get the dogs. Get rid of this dog. Remove them from me. Kill them all. The guards just, they try to attack them and so on. And I think that this is enough, and then I would be able to move forward. Yeah, I'm not walking really well, although my arm actually is even worse. And then I go to the cell block. And then I would ask the Oracle once again, as I reach the cell block, am I able to go without any problem to the Mad Priest? Yes. So just go. I know where it is, so I just go directly to his cell. I remember his face. Actually, maybe I do not know exactly where he is, because the guard did this, so I know that he's locked there. So maybe I first need to find where he is. So definitely the guard that is in charge of being there, taking care of the prisoners, I don't think he's there. But I will ask the Oracle once again. Is the guard that is responsible to be in this position of guards the prisoners, is he there? And I think the likelihood is really low, so -1. But the answer is yes, he is there. And I see this guy and I said, "You, where is the Mad Priest?" Oh, sorry, yeah, the Mad Priest? Does the guy is able to answer me? I do not know, 50%, so it's just 1d6. There is just one. No, this guy is in panic, actually. He says, "What's happening?" And he's totally lost. And I say, "You are useless." And I just kick this guy out, and then I just get the book and try to see if I can find the page or the note or something. They might have some kind of book that tells who is where. Am I able to find this? I think I would need to ask the Oracle, or would it be an action? I think I would roll an action. So 3d6, because a lot of things is happening here. So I will just roll 3d6 because I'm trying to look for the information of the location of the Mad Priest. Whoa, this is great. So I have 2 miracles and a deed. So the deed is that I do find the information. And the miracles, I would keep it to the scene. Because I think that as I find this and I immediately move to the cell to find the Mad Priest, and I can see that he's in the corner, but he's not afraid. He's just praying, saying some stuff in a language that I cannot understand. But I say, you, Matt Chris, are you responsible for this? And he just stopped praying and he says, no, I'm not. But I did tell you that it would happen. But I forgive you. It's not too late. We still have hope. And I unlock the cell and I say, you come with me now. And the guy just see my wound. And as soon actually he touched me, when I grab him and try to drag him out the cell. And as soon as I touch him, my arm that was wounded is fully healed. And I think this is the first miracle that I have wrote. But I think that the second, I have a vision. I have a vision of a place. What is the vision actually that I have? Let's roll. A verb. So 5 and 4. So 5 and 4 is expose. It's definitely a vision. Expose what? 6 and 4. Wealth. Okay. So I do have a vision of a majestic temple. So as soon as I touch the priest, my arm heals immediately. And I have this vision like a dream. And it says this majestic temple. I never haven't seen something like that before. And I see there priests wearing white robes and masks. And they are carrying something. I cannot see because it glows. It's really shiny. It is bright. But they are carrying something. And they are putting it inside of a golden ark or golden chest. And I see it. And suddenly, I'm back to the chaos. I hear people screaming once again. And I can see in the priest's face that he's a little bit confused. He looks at me and say, did you see it? What are you talking about, priest? You did see it, right? I don't believe that you are one of them. One of them? What you mean? You are one of the chosen one. One that can find the relic that will bring peace, that will save our world. What do you mean by that? We need to talk. We need to get out here. And then we need to talk. And I think that I'm going to finish here actually. But this is my session. This is my session 1, my day 1. And I think it ran really well. And I will probably continue my adventure because I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen. But I'm afraid that the video now is too long. But I will finish here. This is the day 1. Yeah, so day 1, I would say that they just leave the place. I could also actually, I should roll actually to see if they are able to leave and so on. But I don't want to rush. I would like to play it and see what's going to happen, really happen. So I will just stop here. I hope you like it. I hope you like the challenge itself, of course, and also the system and the video. So if you like the video, please click the like button and just add the comments. If you have doubts, anything, just feel free to comment and I will try to reply you as soon as I can. So thank you all and see you in the next video. Bye bye.